Continuing on with part 4 within the limit buy orders, covering codes chronologically nav through Steam. It's been 24 hours or so since I put out the ones before this, not one single buy order executed, but it's important to realize that if a level gets missed barely, you pretty much have to change it, assuming say Navcoin. Let's just assume this bottom we can see is in at whatever this low is. If it's say 11,335, let's just say you had 11,300 and it's 35 basis points above. You don't want to have that order now. You'd want to reduce it a little bit or remove it completely. So in any situations like that, it's always good to look at the order book. Now, as far as this is concerned, we got this, it's pretty much a double top situation. You got this low and this high, and you can calculate Fibonacci downside, and within such, I can calculate it's probably going to go down to about 9,000 or so. So 9,000 on NAV. NLG is golden or golden, however it's pronounced, but you got this low, you got this high. So standard Fibonacci retracement. The key numbers are in and around 1231. So this 3100 number, which has been resistance already, it now is it going to retrace lower? Well, I don't know, but if it does, the other Fibonacci is 1208. So you know what? I'll get in around here within this previous low again. You can even go as far as even 1,000 matching this low. NXS is Nexus, and we have this low, we have this high. Fibonacci downside on this represents around the 13 number, which we can see is this previous resistance area. That's where I'm looking to be a buyer. OK Cash, code OK, broke above this resistance and back within this range. Is this a failed move, fast move? Again, I don't know, but I do know a 38% down move would take it to the area of around 732. Well, that's the area where I'll look to buy a hair below, which coincides within this resistance area level. Omni, OMNI, and from this move in here, if this ultimately fails, I got a downside level of roughly around 33. So I'll go even and around this 30, which represents this previous resistance as a possible area to go long. PIVX, PIVX, I've talked a lot about this code on this channel. Glad I got out of what I did. I wish I would have got out of more, and it has now fallen to 52. I've talked about 20 even, so it's already went from 160 down to 50. Does it have the legs to continue its move lower? But I'm not going to be a buyer until it reaches about 20,000 Satoshi. POT, Potcoin. This is a beautiful looking chart. How it's, after this move, it's had this nice consolidation period, has now supported this previous resistance, and even in the near term has came down a little bit towards this level. I unfortunately wasn't able to get as much as I did before, but I do have a few tokens now. I'm looking to get more. And I'm going to be looking for Fibonacci retracement from this area to this point. So it's already traced the first mark. Second one would be around here, roughly around this 20 mark. But I'm going to buy in all of these handles around 20 to 17, buy in several spots, because if this ultimate level doesn't hold, I'm going to be expecting it to at least go down to the 2,000 Satoshi mark. PPC, Peercoin. We take a look at the Fibonacci from here to here. 38.2% down represents around 80. Well, 75 is right in here, and I like these things to pierce a little below, so that's roughly where I'm looking to be a buyer. QWARK is Quark, making all-time lows in here. Well, Fibonacci from this level to this level says if it's going to break down again. 1234 is the breakdown number, so I'm going to be looking to buy at around 1200 Satoshi on QWAK. RADS is RADS. I got some good Fibonacci around the 6,000 or the 60,000 Satoshi number, which is where I'm going to be looking to be buying roughly at around this previous resistance if, of course, this area in here ultimately fails its current support mark. This is the RDD red coin 30-minute time frame, and look at what it keeps doing. Keeps going from 4 up to 5. It's recently made a move down to 3. The secret here is waiting in line. You put buy orders in the low levels. If you can buy at 4, you can sell at 5 and get a 25% gain less the commissions. But look how often these moves happen. So if this is for yourself, I'm looking at this thinking, man, this might be where to go. Just keep on putting buy orders in at 4 and sell orders in at 5, and then if the range moves, like in here, it was sell orders at 4, buy orders at 3, and then if you execute some 4s, maybe you sell at 6 and 7 and 8, you can make some good gains on this. RISE, RISE, has an interesting setup currently in play. It's been finding support at this previous resistance level, and even amongst this current session, a nice green candle to the upside. When I switch this out to a hourly time frame, I think this thing has the capabilities of getting going, but I want to still get a discounted price. I just sold some AGRS. That's a different trade I was working on. An older one. Anyway, RISE is, I got 651 and 592. So I'm looking to buy in here and again down in here because I think this has, again, the capability to get past and make a test of this upper end of this range. SEC is Safe Exchange, and we look at the Fibonacci conventional from this high to this low. The key levels are in at 46 and 106. So within the 46 level, this was an area that has been doing pretty well as finding an area for support. So this gives you a couple of questions. One, is it still a safe time to buy again for another rise higher, even if it's only for a push up to about the 60 handle? 2, is it a time to buy now because you see a situation where it looks like it can make this higher low and have a nice push higher? Lots of different interesting ways to play SEC. You could do a downside target to the 26 level because of this high, this low, and this high. So many ideas for this code. SJCX Storage coin. This is a double top formation, number 1. Number 2, the breakdown target for this one is around 18,000 Satoshi, which coincides with this previous resistance area. Start, STAR10, START, the start coin. This move here coming at the level of previous resistance. This is just a case of coming back to where you came from. I'm going to be looking to buy around 700. Steam, STEEM, and what a wild move. But Fibonacci from this high to this low. First one came in and around here, and then it's pierced up. So a couple areas in which to look at. The first being roughly at around here, 32, and then failing below there, you can also look to get a much sweeter spot at around 20. I'm going for the 20 number, a little more, taking a bigger chance that maybe this level won't hold, but I do like coming back to where it came from. And that will conclude the fourth part in the buy limit order series. The fifth part should be coming later tonight. Take care.